What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I am Jan, the Knicks fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we do, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop. Hit that notification bell. All right, let's get into this video, y'all. The New York Knicks will be taking on the Sacramento Kings, and we enter this game as the underdogs. You heard what I said. Underdogs. And OG Anunoby is questionable. We will talk about that in a minute. But what we're really going to dive into is how the New York Knicks can walk away victorious. All right, let's go into the matchup. And you look at the matchup of the points, the New York Knicks is 21st in scoring, where they're 7th. This might be a challenge for some, but the New York Knicks happen to be spectacular on defense this year. And although they do possess several players that I think that will go. If you look at the Sacramento Kings, I'm not going to lie, they are a very good team. They have very good players. They have good role players. They have a real good supporting cast when it comes to my man Deontay Fox and Sabonis. The guys who they got around them, I like Murray and I like Barnes. I know Barnes is a little up there in age, but he's a dependable player in my opinion, and I would have rather had him when the trade deadline was about. I was mentioning like the Knicks should seriously take a look at trying to trade for Harris Barnes, and I know some of you was against that. I just like him. He's a older guy. He's a professional, and I don't think the bright lights of New York City will get to him as much. And I'm not saying that's why Alec Burke is playing the way he is, but we're going to get to that in a minute. For right now, we're going to talk about what Jalen Brunson can do to help us get this victory and goddamn Sacramento. Excuse me for a second. Like I said, Brunson, our all-star, coming off a 45-point game against the Portland Trail Blazers. My only problem with that game was that he only had 4 assists. But right now, I'm not going to worry about that. If he can put up 30 points and have 2 assists, as long as we walk away with the W, you heard me, as long as we walk away with the W, I will be happy. Because right now, this road trip is going to be crucial to our season. You know what I'm saying? The New York Knicks are 3 games out of 3rd place, but we are also 3 games out of 8th place. So do what you got to do, brother, to keep this team afloat until we get Julius Randle back. And with that being said, Anunoby is questionable for this game tonight. We did see him grabbing at that elbow and grimacing. We took some hard falls, hitting the floor. And, you know, he's questionable. It's only right. He's just coming back from after surgery, but he had been out for 18 games. One would think that the elbow will be a little bit more healed than what it is, what repairs right now. So I'm a little worried, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that, you know, setbacks, we got to miss another week or even a month. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? The Knicks got to go out and handle their business. Nobody's going to lay down and say, walk over this puddle, I'm throwing my jacket, take the victory. The Knicks going to go out there and they're going to have to perform. It's just scary, you know what I'm saying? The guys that's going to have to step up have been in the last 10 games for the New York Knicks has been, we know Brunson's going to be one of them, but Hart have been doing his thing in the last 10 games, averaging 12 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.3 steals, 0.5 blocks, and making 1.7 threes per game. Dante, he has kind of slipped off, but he's still averaging 15 points in the last 10 games, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Brunson, I know he put up 45 points, but in the last 10 games, he is averaging only 17.1 points a game. Precious Chua, the throw in that Anunoby trade, but I'll say the steal of that trade, he's averaging 9.5, but it's going to be key. McBride, he's averaging 9.5 points. Well, he's going to be key. If Anunoby can't go tonight, then McBride's going to have a big night, because whether y'all know it or not, he's our, in my opinion, and y'all can hit me in the comments if I'm wrong, he is our second best player, you know what I'm saying, on this team, in my opinion. But let's get over to these 2 guys right here, Alec Burke and Bojan Bogdanovic, and why this trade is not working out the way we thought it would. You know, a lot of people thought it was going to be a steal, but in my opinion, it's not. You look at these two guys right here, you see that both of their averages is down. I'm not even going to talk about what they're scoring right now, but it's not what we expected. And I don't see the 12 points coming, and I don't see the 20 points. Bogdanovic did have two games where he had breakout scores of 20 and 22 points. Burks has been the one that really, I'm just going to be honest, I didn't want him. I'm just going to come straight out and say that I did not want him. But Bogdanovic, it's like I said, I was gonna get to it. It's all on the coach, and in my opinion, the reason why this guy right here is not succeeding or doing what we expected him, we don't run enough pick and roll plays or use him as a screener enough. It's so much isolation that he's not used to playing that. In his career, he's not an isolation guy. We seen him trying to make moves off the dribble. That's not his specialty. He's a catch and shoot guy, and Tibbs is not running plays for him. Now, granted, I know, like I just said, Jalen Brunson's our man. He's going to do what he got to do. But he's not on the floor most of the time when Jalen Brunson's on the floor. So when the second unit come, this is when Tibbs got to go out of the isolation and start running plays for the best players that's on the floor. Like, if you know this guy can hit the three, let's start doing them pick and roll. Let's start setting them screens. He's the screener. He go off. He's right there for the open three on the baseline. We got to start running plays for these guys. Burks, he's never been a guy that can score and crash into the hole and drive. And you see that, you know what I'm saying? His percentage is low when he drives to the hoop. Whenever he drives to the hoop, I'm like, no, I'm screaming at the TV. He got benched. And honestly, I don't know why we sign players and then don't play players. And I'm talking about Milton, right? We signed Shake and we're not playing. I think he played 2 minutes the last game. 2 minutes in 2 games. You know what I'm saying? What do we bring him in for if Burks is playing like he playing? You know what I'm saying? And this is a problem with the coach, you know, having his favorites and not going away from guys and then not even opening up the rotation. You see the guys struggling, so let's see what this guy can do. All of us know, in my opinion, I'm not going to say all of us know, but I think that he would be an upgrade, Shake Milton over Alec Burks. But Tibbs the coach, and he don't see that he has his favorite. I don't even see him as a good point guard. He don't make good decisions. When we have the lead, he come in and turn over. And come on, we both knew coming into this trade that defense was neither one of these guys' strength. But at the same time, Burks is trash. You know what I'm saying? And Bogdanovic, I didn't expect defense from him. And I'm not going to lie to you, some nights he played somewhat decent defense. He's just slow and a little bit getting old. He's not a real agile guy, or, you know, he's not going to keep up with the quickest guys out there. This is why Tibbs got to come up with a better defensive scheme. I see why he run the scheme to mask some of the guys' weakness. But this trade is not working out because of the coach. Let's be real. He's not running the right plays from Bogdanovic, and he should not be having Burks on the floor. Period. And that's just how I feel. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment. And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy. God bless, and peace.